fucked up because they're like stuck in foster homes or like orphanages or wherever.
I get
so you just want the number to be higher, even if all of these like extra children are just sitting in foster homes.
That's just the facts. It's detrimental to society.
Valkyrie, thank you so much.
If on average we're not having 2.1 kids.
What this argument ends up boiling down to is if you say that you don't care about the fact that lesbians are adopting children, what is the point of getting up the number? Because if your claim is that it's detrimental to society,
people
then
need
you
to
can
take care of their own damn
I'm
fucking
not
kids.
done.
They need to take their responsibility.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Well, I got no time, so I'm trying to hurry.
What?
Yeah, wait, so you're not interested in a
work.
discussion,
I'm
you're just
waiting on
interested in
something at
like
work,
preaching
so-
your values. It's a discussion, buddy. Wait, Sam,
Huh?
you should just go ahead and finish.
Yeah, I shall. Thank you. At least someone allows women to finish. Anyway, I feel like since you're saying that it has to be biological, do you just not care what happens to the children? Because they can't contribute to society if they have like, mental illness or they die.
You guys are changing my entire argument.
Like severe mental. Well, no, because you're saying that we need more kids to contribute to society. But if those kids are severely mentally ill, what contribution to society are they going to make?
I don't know. The point I'm making
You don't
is
know.
You don't care.
No, you're completely missing my point. I understand that
I
kids
know
have
your
problems
point. I'm
and kids
saying
are in
it's
foster
bad.
homes. I get that that's all bad. Okay, I think people need to learn how to take responsibility and freaking for their actions, but they don't. That's a whole different argument.
Wait, but you think it's detrimental even if the lesbian couple adopts 2.16 children on average because they're not getting the number higher. So what you want is not a better quality of life for society. What you want is just more people in society. There's already so many people in foster homes. Why would you just want more people like that?
Okay, so if you don't care about quality of life, what's the point?
You guys have missed the entire point. The point is you can't have less people taking care of more people.
Well, I mean, if the more people that you produce to take care of the old people don't actually get a quality of education and are like messed up severely because they grew up in a foster home, as many people who grew up in a foster home are, then they're probably not going to do a good job of like contributing to the old people either. What we actually need is a loving family to take care of these people. But what you want is just more people. If you just force people to have more people, you're just going to have a lower quality society.
Taking care of less people.
Wait, so what was my argument, and how do you think that? Wait, what was my argument, and how do you think that responds to it? Or were you not listening?
Your arguments haven't done anything with what I'm.
Could you summarize my argument if you were listening to it, or were you not listening to it?
It has nothing to do with my point.
Wait, but could you just summarize? If it has nothing to do with your point, could you just summarize the argument?
That's why foster kids can't get education for some reason, which is completely.
That's not what I said.
Basically, you said they ain't gonna be smart enough.
That on average, being in a foster home is like not very good for the development of kids. That it messes up their ability to actually contribute to society in the long term by giving like.
I absolutely agree. I think that people.
Perfect. So wait, what we need then it would be. In what way could it possibly be detrimental for lesbians to start a family where they adopt like 2.16 children?
Adopting ain't helping.
And it is helping.
It's helping.
It's helping. You're completely misdrew my point, though. It's not helping in my point.
Your point is confused because you're
my point
confused
is
about the
that
thing that
you
you
need more
value
people to take
because
care of
you
less people,
seem
not
to
less
you want to
people to take
posture
care
as
of
if you value like the well-being of society, but in fact
Right.
what would add to the well-being of society is if more people in like foster homes, for example, were adopted by a nice loving couple like two lesbians, for example.
Depopulation don't help society.
Yeah, I mean, but if your concern is that you don't want like fewer people taking care of more people, then if the best thing that you could do is to give these like fewer people as strong of a foundation as possible, so that they're actually able to take care of society or of the older people. It doesn't actually matter the number of people; it matters their productive output. People are going to have a higher productive output if they don't grow up in a foster home, for example. That's just statistically true on average.
That's a whole different issue because people need to take response. Yeah, it is because people
But you're being
need to take
inconsistent with your
responsibility for their
principles.
actions.
So there's just a complete like,
shouldn't be a
inconsistency
foster
with
home.
your principles here.
Unless your parents were both unalive, there shouldn't be a foster home. People need to take care of their responsibility.
Wait. People are sent to foster homes for multiple reasons. A lot of the time, people are sent into foster care because it's deemed that their home life is so dangerous that if they stay there, the outcome is going to be even worse than if they were to be taken to foster care. So do
People
you
need
think
to
that
freaking grow
kids?
up.
Okay, but do you think that
That's a
kids that are
different-
in like
that's a whole
abusive
different argument,
situations that
though.
they should just be left in the home?
Yeah,
That's a
the
whole
judge
different
can't sentence this person to 30 years of grow up.
Right, that's not.
That's an entire different argument that people in general need to fucking take responsibility and do the right thing, not fucking.
Well, yeah,
be
no
idiots.
shit, but they're not.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's a whole different. That's a whole different argument, though.
But it's not, though. It's not a whole
It
different
is.
argument. It's actively not. You're saying that you want the population to rise, and you're
I'm not
acting
even saying
like the
I
reason.
want it to.
Yes,
I'm
you
saying
are. You're
that's-
saying it's detrimental for it to not.
Because it is. If you
Okay,
can't
so
have.
So
then
then
why
you
do
are.
you
You're
want
saying that
this?
it's that you want this.
I didn't say I want it.
And so do you want things that are detrimental to society to happen?
Depending on your outlook. War is detrimental.
I'm asking you. I'm asking
you.
you. I don't think war should happen, but I'm asking you.
I'm just saying it happens. Doesn't mean it's. And sometimes I'm. for
I'm
it.
asking you. Do you want things that are detrimental to society to happen? I don't know why you're playing shell games with your beliefs.
Well, like I said,
Let's not be like a
sometimes
let's not
I'm
be a
for
cowardly
war.
Connor. Let's just say it with our chests, okay?
Sometimes I'm for war, and that's detrimental to society. It depends
Pro
on the
war is a
situation.
crazy stance.
You don't think we should fight evil in the world?
Sometimes.
Fight evil with evil?
Exactly.
Question mark?
Sometimes I'm. for
Yeah, but it's like
Exactly what I
so
was saying.
in a scenario where war exists, sometimes it's justified to get involved, but the war itself, on balance, is bad. In the ideal state of
Wait.
things, there would
I
be
gotta
no
go.
wars. War as a thing is bad. Ideally, we shouldn't be doing them.
Oh,
We got a wheeling Walter, a running Randy. I accept your surrender. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet, reformatted like a hard drive, won like a war. Get your ankles absolutely shattered. You will never debate again. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you think that being lesbian is wrong. Otherwise, let's keep on double tapping on that screen. Let's get all the way up to 60K likes. If everyone left like 20 likes right now, we'd already be there. But make sure you're also dropping a follow to me and Sam. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly-ian and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both of them are in my bio and I appreciate it. Kaden, thank you. What's up? How's it going, Don?
Hey, good. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 52.
Yeah, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
What I think is wrong is taking people's lives and their experiences and turning into sport for TikTok clout.
Oh, I think I'm a part of the community. I think I should be allowed to talk about the issues of it. And I mean, seems like that's like a pretty disingenuous accusation.
No, it's actually a very genuine accusation because exploitation is not advocacy. So what you're
being
doing
exploited?
is actually exploiting people's experiences
In
for
what
your own gain.
sense? In what way?
Okay, right now what you're doing, you're viewing it as a sport. This is a game to you.
It's not a
Example,
sport.
these catchy little quips that you used just on this last guy. Using his views, playing.
Yeah, you're a
like
great
that.
advocate
Well, it's
defending the
not really
homophobe. Go
clever.
for it. Yeah, wait. Do you think that you're
No,
doing
I'm
good
not defending
advocacy when you
anybody.
get up here and defend homophobes?
I'm condemning what you're doing.
Your Wi-Fi is condemning you. This is crazy.
dead ass.
All right, Don.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
you had your little cry sesh. Yep.
Oh
I think
my
I will.
gosh.
Yeah. Wally.
That anger was so visceral.
Yeah.
Thank you for the roses, Glohan.
Yeah, he really sat in queue too.
For real.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I hate it when people try to change other people's minds and equip them for being better in the world. Cyber, thank you so much for the $6.66 for guests can buy Tone Police in the TikTok shop. W Cyber, W666, W Satan, Hail Satan. I appreciate that, Cyber. Big W Cyber in the comment section. What's up, Lord Saul?
Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, we just talked, I think, but why do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I think it's wrong because it's affecting the family dynamic, right? So I actually do have a sister that's lesbian, right?
But you have,
And it can-
I don't
One more time.
really care about anecdotes, but you have like data that says that it's wrong?
No, I don't have data that
Okay.
necessarily explains that it's wrong in that sense. But
Would you
I'm
be
going
interested
from
in data
personal
that says that it's not
experience.
wrong? I'm not really interested in so there's a double bind here. Either your personal experience is representative of reality, in which case you can provide a study or data for it, or it's not representative of reality, in which case I don't care, because it's just a personal experience that doesn't actually map onto the reality of things. So either you need to provide a study for your claim, or I'm just not interested.
So it needs to be an actual study?
Yeah. Would you be interested in a study that says that it's fine?
Sure. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. Wait, Sam, do you have the study memorized?
For
Yeah.
the family dynamic?
Yep.
Yeah. Same sex versus opposite sex child outcomes from the NIH.
Okay, you said, wait, same sex, opposite outcomes? What?
Same sex versus opposite sex child outcomes.
Oh, okay. And that's just proving that it's cool to be lesbian, essentially.
Well, it's not making a claim that it's, quote, cool to be lesbian. It is showing, however, that when you compare child outcomes as far as their well-being with heterosexual couples and lesbian couples, the outcome for the child is basically exactly the same. The only very slight difference is that the lesbian couples have the tiniest bit more parenting stress. The reasoning for that is being explored currently, but the children end up coming out exactly the same.
Yep.
I gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to defend my case unless I'm using personal experiences.
Oh, okay. I mean, why do you think that your personal experiences override data?
Because it's my own personal experience with how I see the situation. That's all.
I understand that, but why do you think that should take precedent over data?
I mean, it shouldn't necessarily take precedence over data. I guess people would have different opinions based off of their personal experiences rather than using factual data, right?
Yeah, and I'd just say that that's like bad epistemic practice, that when you're coming to a true conclusion, that this true conclusion should not be based on these like 3 fucking anecdotes that you strung together, but should rather be based on like a rigorous set of data that evaluates what the actual outcomes are.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the overall accumulation of data is going to take precedence over my own personal experience. I mean, yeah, that's obvious there. But I mean, it's up to the individual to be able to determine that. Now, if their personal experience is taking precedence in this case, that's my experience, right? I feel like I'm going to go with the option of, that's why being lesbian is wrong.
But why would you? I'm still just waiting to ask you though, because it seems like you're saying that your personal experience does override why it's wrong. So if our goal is to come to true conclusions, why would we ever want to just rely on personal experiences? Why wouldn't we want to rely on science? I mean, science is the method that got these phones that we're talking on, the medicine that we use to get healthy, literally every comfort. It's like what makes the lights turn on. Everything that you love and enjoy in our society comes from science. I think that we should be relying on science a lot more than we should be relying on personal vibes and anecdotes.
I mean, you can use science all you want, or you could just just be very basic with it and just look at it in a way to where if you have 2 people of the same sex having intercourse, it's just weird.
So if the critique is that it's just weird, I don't. On what basis? Like if you think it's weird, like that's a personal issue. You're welcome to think that it's weird, I guess. But I think it's weird that you think it's weird. I'm just not sure why you're concerned about what other people do in their personal lives.
Because it's not right.
Why is it not right?
It's not right. Like it's not natural. Gotcha. It's not normal.
Oh, okay, wait. So by natural, people use the word natural to mean like a lot of different things. So by natural, do you mean that it's like statistically normal? Do you mean like occurs in nature? Do you mean like healthy? Like what do you
occurs in nature? Sure.
Yeah, occurs in nature. So homosexual behavior in mammals has been observed in like 500 species of mammals. There's literally a type of lizard where all the members of it are female. And they just reproduce regardless. So it does occur quite a bit in nature, actually.
Well, you said reptiles?
Yeah, I think it's called like whiptail lizards. Every member of them is female.
But there are also mammalian species that have
Yeah, but
lesbian
that's
behavior.
completely different.
In what way?
You said it doesn't occur in nature, and we're demonstrating to you that it occurs in nature.
I mean, in that
What's the
sense, I mean,
difference?
yeah, it does occur in nature, but I'm just talking about like let's say you get a big old buck, female buck, and then you got or it wouldn't be called a buck actually, right? I think the buck is like
Doe?
the male
Do you mean a
version.
doe?
Yeah, yeah. You have a buck and then you have the doe, right? Their natural response is to have intercourse with one another, right?
Not all of them. In fact,
all of them.
if you look at giraffes,
Yeah.
the response that they do most frequently is to reproduce with people of the same sex. There's lots of animals that engage in this behavior.
I mean, they're probably just discovering, you know? Like, they probably don't know any better. You know what I'm saying?
It
Why
seems
would
like
they know better by doing the straight shit, but they're discovering when they do the queer shit?
Well, like, they
That's
probably don't
not-
know what's down there. They're just like, I don't know, probably like horny or something and just trying to go in for the kill, but they don't know what it is, you know?
Yeah, but some people form like same-sex life partners, like in mammalian species. I'm pretty sure penguins form same-sex life
They
partners.
do, and then they care for the kids that have been left behind. Like if there's an egg that's been left behind, one of them will keep the egg between their legs until it hatches, and then they'll take care of it as their own. It's so cute.
So, okay, so what makes, you know, same-sex intercourse right?
We don't think it's right. We just think it's not
where's
wrong.
the right and wrong in this scenario? Is there no right, no wrong?
I don't think there's right or wrong. It's not right or wrong to like have a favorite color, which is blue. It's not right or wrong to be like grass swaying in the wind. It's not right or wrong to be a woman who likes women.
So do you think there's a mental occurrence going on here, or do you think it's just a natural response?
What do you mean by that?
The mental occurrence is that women are hot. I feel like we can both agree on that.
Well, yeah, well, I'm straight personally, so
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would agree to that. But what I'm saying is, so like the natural response is to have reproduction occur, right? And you know, if you're straying for you know, the same sex, like you find that attractive, then that's just not a natural response. So there would be something that's wrong with your brain. In that
You're
sense.
running into a definitions problem here because earlier you gave the definition of natural as just being something that occurs in nature. All of these things are things that occur in nature, which means that all of these things are like fitting of your definition of natural. Unless you want to give a new definition of natural, of course. Like, do you have a new definition of natural you want to cite?
All right, here, I'll look up something real quick.
They're probably just going to be like occurring in nature. But I can give you some options if you mean like statistically normal.
Derived from nature, not made or caused by humankind. So there you go. So it's not.
Yeah, so these are
made or
things that
caused by
happen in
humankind.
nature. They're not caused by humans. They happen on their own.
So not caused by, in accordance with nature, of or circumstance surrounding someone or something. A person having an innate talent. Oh, yeah. There's the word for it, an innate response, right? So the natural innate response to something, right? When it comes to intercourse is having it with the opposite sex. There we
That
go.
doesn't seem
No,
true.
that's the innate response for heterosexual people. If you're not heterosexual, then your innate response is to be attracted to the same sex.
Isn't being heterosexual like the natural method of things?
No.
No.
You're still trying to come up with
the
a definition
baseline.
of natural that would make lesbians unnatural. I'm just not sure what
natural's the wrong
definition.
word then. It's just there's another word for it.
The word that you
help
want
me
to
out
use
here,
is
help me out
weird,
here.
but
What-
unfortunately, like weird itself is weird. Like it's weird that you care so much.
Normal.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to care about normality either because there's lots of things that are like abnormal. It's abnormal to go on TikTok lives, for example. If you just look at like the majority of the population, they don't go on TikTok lives, which means that you'd fall in like the vast minority of people who actually do go into TikTok lives, which means that if you think that being lesbian is wrong because it's abnormal, you would also say that going on TikTok lives is wrong because it's abnormal.
It is abnormal.
So you think that if being on TikTok live is wrong,
it's not wrong. It's just abnormal.
but okay, wait. So if abnormal doesn't make something wrong, then why do I care about whether or not like being lesbian is abnormal?
because too much abnormalcy, depending on the certain topic that you're discussing, could be a bad thing. And in this topic, it could be wrong.
What do you mean too much abnormalcy?
Like too much abnormalcy, like, I don't know, having too many lesbians. It's too much.
Yeah, so there's more lesbians in the world than there are people who go on TikTok lives, but that still doesn't mean that it's wrong to go on TikTok lives. Otherwise, you'd be caught in a performative contradiction because you're currently on one right now.
Yeah, dude.
Right. Okay. I just think that you should reevaluate the methods that you come to arrive at truth. That if the data says that there's actually like no problem, like there's tons of straight couples where the kids end up like really badly because the straight couples do something really wrong, then I mean you're just like kind of caught in like a weird like place where your method for arriving at truth is not normalized. You just kind of find truth based on like vibes. Yeah, go for it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How can being lesbian affect a family dynamic in a positive light?
Depends. I don't know. I think depending on like the socialization.
As discussed previously, if we look at the study, there's no difference between child outcomes. If you're saying, is there like a particular benefit that comes from a family being lesbian as opposed to heterosexual? I think something that's really cool is that since a lesbian relationship is two women, I find that misogyny is deconstructed really heavily in lesbian relationships. And so then it's taught to their children that misogyny is harmful. So especially if they're raising a kid who identifies as a man, then when they go out into society, they won't treat women like shit because they were raised by two women who have told that child that treating women like shit is bad.
Okay. I do see where you're coming from there, but I'm just talking. So you don't believe that there needs to be a male figure?
No, just two parents.
Yeah, the data seems to indicate that all that matters is that you have like two parents.
Two parents. I would have to disagree with that. I bet I could prove my point if I did some more research, but
yeah, if you
at this current time.
Yeah, you should do more research and then come back. I'd love to see if you can find any studies that say that like so you might be able to find studies that say that a male figure is needed comparing like single parent households to two parent households, to which I would respond, no shit, obviously. But if you compare two parent households to two parent households, there really is no difference.
I don't know. You got one feminine and then you have one masculine, you know? Two different roles there.
Well, I mean, you can have like you can have one feminine and one masculine lesbian. You can have two feminine straight people or two masculine straight people.
I mean, you could, but I mean, it would just cause a different outcome for the child.
Oh, the fuck! I didn't even think that guy was like doing. Okay, well, whatever. Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Let's get this all the way up to 90K likes. Make sure you're just leaving 20 likes. If everyone left 20 likes right now, we would already be there. Share it with your friends. Drop a comment as well. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo's allegedly-ian, and the Cash App is just allegedly-ian. And with that, we'll go to the next guest. If you're 18 or older, want to join the community, there's a link to the Discord in my bio.
Goddamn. I know you remember me, Ian.
I don't, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you talked to a bunch of people a day. Last time was on here, we talked about God.
Do you have headphones? There's an echo.
No, I don't.
Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, it seems fine. All right. So why is being lesbian wrong?
Because, I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather talk about God. But I know this leads to that.
God, we're talking about lesbians. If you want to talk about God, you can just come back tomorrow.
All right, but I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, be looking out for me, bro, because I got some stuff for your ass.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean that.
I pick on up whoever's at the top of the list. So if you're there, I'll be happy to pick you up. All right. That's what this niche does.
What intriguing verbiage that was.
Yeah. Indubitably. What's up, Bo? How's it going? I accept your surrender, bro. Folded like a chair, scrambled like an omelet, reformatted like a hard drive, dunked like an Oreo, baked like a potato, cooked like a souffle, crashed like a car, get your ankles absolutely shattered, you will never debate again. But just, what's
Hello?
up? How old are you?
I'm 17. I'm gonna turn.
You had to be 18 or older, sorry. Also, I don't even believe 17.
The honesty is admirable.
Yeah.
If that was honesty.
Hello.
What's up? How's it going? How old are you?
I am 24.
And do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Why is being lesbian wrong?
Cannot procreate.
Okay. Do you think it's wrong to be like a nun who takes a vow of celibacy?
If you're a nun,
Do you think
Yeah,
it's
what's
wrong?
you taking for what if it's being a nun?
Can you speak up? I can't really hear you.
I said, is it wrong? You were asking me if it's wrong if being a nun.
Yeah.
Why would it be wrong?
Because they take a vow of celibacy, they can't procreate.
No issue.
So there's no issue?
Yes, they chose it not.
Yeah. So then what's the problem?
Because if two of the same sex try to engage in sex, they cannot procreate.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why
not
it's immoral.
trying. The goal isn't procreation when they engage in these acts.
Which is why it's useless.
It's not useless. There's lots of uses. It
Absolutely
gets them
not.
closer together. They have the same release of love chemicals as when a straight couple does it. It strengthens their bond. It's like a lot of fun.
Which is why it's immoral, because it was only made for people with the opposite sex, not the same, because they cannot procreate.
Well, it's not made by anybody, so you can't
Yeah,
really
of
say
course
that
it
it's
is.
made. What was
Of
that?
course it is. Yeah, of
Prove
course
it.
it is. I just prove it to you because two gay people cannot procreate. It's useless.
But
I'm
you said it's
impossible.
made. Wait. But that's the initial claim. You still need to prove that.
Yeah, I prove it because two men people cannot procreate.
Yeah, no. But that's the claim that you're trying to prove in the first place, and you tried to prove it with this claim that you just
me to prove
made
it
that
to
it
you?
was that sex was made. So I'm just looking for the evidence. Why was sex
you
made?
want me to prove it, which is pretty obvious. Yeah, if you cannot try to have sex with somebody with the same sex, you cannot make a children. That's why I'm saying it's useless because they cannot procreate. That's the evidence.
Yeah, wait. And why does that make it wrong? Like, I don't really care. I don't think lesbians really care about that
I
either.
didn't even ask if you care or not. I am trying to tell you it's wrong because two humans were supposedly created to procreate, and two of the same sex they cannot
Wait.
procreate. That's why it's useless.
Humans
Yeah,
weren't
just-
created to do anything. You're ascribing a lot of purpose that doesn't exist. So humans have lots of functions, but they don't have a purpose.
Yeah, I know. It's your opinion, which I understand.
Oh,
but I'm
okay,
giving
wait. So
you the-
double you concession then. If you have no pushback to the argument, then you'll concede that
Yeah, I
humans
just
actually
did it
aren't born
because
with a
two gay
purpose,
people
which means
cannot
that there's nothing
procreate.
wrong about not fulfilling the purpose that we don't have.
absolutely immoral because two men cannot procreate. And two
Wait,
women
we're
cannot
talking about two
procreate.
women.
Yeah, I'm giving an example. Two of the same sex. They
Well,
cannot
wait, because if you say two men, then TikTok will banana
Really?
you. So yeah.
Okay, two women then. Two
Yep.
women cannot procreate. That's why I think it's immoral.
Yeah, but what's the problem? Because like a nun can't procreate.
Right, and nun chooses not to.
Yeah, wait. So there's just gonna be like a similar situation here. In fact, that's gonna give more credence to the argument that being lesbian isn't wrong because a
Really?
nun chose to not procreate, and you're fine with that. Whereas a lesbian didn't choose to be a lesbian, but being a lesbian means that they can't procreate. So I would typically grant more wrongness if a choice is indeed wrong. I'd grant more wrongness if the person actually chose it, but lesbians didn't choose it, which means that it's even less wrong than it is to be a nun.
Right.
Also,
the difference
thank you
is,
for the $6.66 cyber. Continue.
Yeah, W cyber in the comment section.
Cyber is such a G.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the argument.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Somebody called me. Yeah, I was telling you the difference between a nun. A nun chooses not to have sex with nobody. While being a lesbian, you're still gonna have sex with somebody, but it's useless because you cannot procreate. That's why it's immoral.
It's not useless though. We've already established this. It has lots of functions.
No, we have now established nothing.
Do you want to say that again? You're a bit quiet.
No, we didn't establish nothing. I just given it an evidence that you cannot procreate by being with the same sex.
Yeah, but it has other functions, which is why they do it. They don't do it. It's not
Question
useless
is,
to
why
the
is
people
being
engaging
wrong?
in
I
it.
just told you I just gave you one instance of why it's being
Yeah,
wrong.
and I
Let's
gave
say-
you the reason why that doesn't matter. So now you need to respond to it.
No, you said you gave me a reason it doesn't matter to you, but I gave you a reason it doesn't matter to humanity because
Yeah,
humanity
wait. So
cannot
I gave
be
you a
wrong.
reason why it should matter
So
to
I'm saying
you.
that-
Unless of course like you're just not tracking the argument.
I did, of course, many times. I told you two of the same sex cannot procreate. This is why.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, and so is lesbians.
But I'll try to
so
speak
why
a
does
little bit
it?
slow because I try to speak a bit slow. Maybe you can understand. Because a nun chooses not to engage in no sexual morality.
Yeah, and lesbians don't even choose to do
lesbian,
this.
If you're a lesbian, you try to have sex with somebody, regardless, you will not gain anything from it. You will gain affection, of course, but it's immoral.
Do you think lesbians think that they're going to get a kid out of reproduction with another lesbian?
Which is why it's immoral. They get together just for sex and pleasure.
And why is that wrong?
You ask us, the audience, and we are giving you many evidence. I told you.
Wait. Why is it wrong to do things? So first of all, you can do it for like relationship closeness, but like, why is it wrong to do that?
Right. You're asking me if it's immoral. It's immoral because it's only made for men and women because they can't procreate.
So you're presupposing that sex is something that's made by who?
Sex is something that should lead to procreation. I'm not proposing just science biology.
You're not listening to the question. Could you even tell me what the question was?
Repeat. I could be wrong.
You weren't listening. Let's just slow down here. And I know you're like desperate to just give a quick response, but the question is, you're saying that it's made by who?
Sex it's not really a made by who, it's a what it is actually. It's in a reality thing. It's made.
You said that it's made for this. I reject that it's made for this because that implies that there's a maker. I don't think that there's a maker of sex.
Right.
I think that sex is a thing that evolved, and now humans exist in this world where we have no innate purpose, but we can create purpose for ourselves.
Absolutely.
So if somebody finds purpose in having lesbian sex, then more power to them. What's the harm in that?
I could come up with the idea that we were made by God, that God gave it that creation, but I'm not necessarily going to go that way. We can go, but I would completely.
Well, you're already going that way because you said it was made for this.
Right, just for the same reason that there are functions in our body that are made for something. That doesn't necessarily mean that there was a creator.
No, wait. So our body has functions, but it doesn't have a creator. Wait. So I'll just ask you like a simple question about our biology. Wait, hold on.
There are functions, parts of the body that
if our biology has a maker, then they made us really badly. 85% of our DNA is completely useless. So if you think that our biology was made by somebody, this person did a piss poor job of it, and we probably just shouldn't care.
Once again, two scenarios. The first scenario is the God scenario, which I can completely utterly destroy you on that, and it's okay, no problem. The second scenario would be that there are functions in our body that were made and designed to do something. Not necessarily mean that they need a designer, they just what it is in reality. They serve a purpose.
Yeah. Wait. They don't serve a purpose. They have a function. Purpose is subjective. It's something that we assign to things ourselves.
No,
we don't create. Purpose isn't innate to anything, and it's certainly not innate to biology. Brooke, let's just calm down for a second. Let's just chill out. It's not innate to our biology. It's something that we can add and determine for ourselves. So a lesbian, when they're doing whatever, they're not engaging in lesbian sex for procreation. That's not the point of it. The point of it is that they want to share this intimate moment with their partner.
Right, it's completely wrong.
Why is that completely wrong? Why is it wrong to share an intimate moment with your partner?
Completely and utterly wrong, which I understand you're probably not very versatile in this situation, but I can explain to you. What the thing is really simple. Like everything is a function. Like the heart, even the heart has a function to pump blood in our body. It has a specific function, a specific design for a specific reason. The specific, there's, by the way, the genital parts of the body. I'm not going to say what it is, the P and the V. I'm not going to say. I'm not sure TikTok going to bet on that, right? They have many purposes, not just one, but one of the purposes would be just to urinate and defecate. Another purpose would be to generate life.
What's the purpose of the tailbone?
If you're not doing anything of those, you're just completely utterly useless.
What's the purpose of the tailbone?
No idea what it is. Tell me.
Yeah, it doesn't have any purpose. Biology parts don't have purpose. Even under your view, this would be a part without a purpose.
I might disagree. I have no information of that. I don't know.
Okay. I'm telling you, it's called a vestigial organ. It's purposeless.
But I could tell you something that could be wrong and I have no idea about. But this is something we can.
Wait. So if you think I'm wrong about it, then just look it up.
I didn't say that you were wrong. I said I have no specific knowledge of it.
Yeah. Then look it up.
Right. I cannot.
Oh. Wait. Then you'll just need to take my word for it.
No, I'm not going to take your word.
Wait. Then look it up.
No, but I cannot.
I'm sorry if Brooke, I'm sorry if the data, the facts of the matter aren't on your side, but you either need to accept it on my word, or you need to look it up. Because the conversation can't continue if you just refuse to accept citations.
No, it's okay, buddy. I cannot look it up right now because it's not physically possible. There's no way I cannot look it up right now.
It's not physically possible. What the fuck does that mean?
No, it's not physically possible. I don't have a computer right now.
You don't need to have a computer. You can just leave the app, look it up, and then come back.
Right, but my phone is an issue. If I leave the app, they will close the automatic call. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Something that you clearly have no idea, but I'm explaining to you. It's okay. Don't worry, darling. I can actually do this.
Yes, I do have no idea about the piss poor state of your
If you
phone.
have no
I'm
idea,
so
then you don't
sorry.
have something you can ask. If you don't have no idea, you ask. I'm just being polite. It's okay, darling. Not everybody has manners.
Oh my
Don't call me
god, just
darling.
being
I don't
polite
know
is
you.
crazy
That's
from
fucking
you.
gross.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Whatever you say, darling.
Bros,
Come back to
I
your
bet
conversation.
I bet women cover the drinks around you. I just
Yeah,
get
Yeah,
those
probably.
vibes.
I'm already
it's okay.
uncomfortable, and I spoke for like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
I-
crazy.
Maybe if you like spew misogyny quicker, nobody will realize that you've been running away from the argument this entire time.
Yeah, no problem, Pinocchio. No, listen. So the thing we used to discuss is the why it's immoral because you cannot procreate. That's why. It's
Yeah,
completely
and what does that
useless.
make it immoral?
Because two gay people cannot procreate.
Yeah,
why
that's
it's
the claim.
useless.
Why does that make it immoral?
It's immoral because it's only designed for men and women because they can procreate in occasional life. Can you give me an
Yeah,
argument?
wait, it
about
wasn't
another
designed by anybody. So I'm just gonna reject
one?
the
No,
claim
is
that it was
because
designed.
every part of the body is specifically designed for something.
Yeah, so then what's the design of the tailbone for? Go ahead.
You tell me why they giving a reason?
Yeah, there's no reason because it's a remnant of evolution.
Really?
Yes, correct. Because we
cannot
used to have
come forward.
tails, and now we no longer have tails, but we
So
still
what
have
is
the
your counter
tailbone.
argument for me telling that it is not immoral? That's what
Because I'm
waiting for.
asking you, I'm just trying to get the.
I just gave you like multiple
wait,
reasons. Like,
yeah,
actually,
wait, and they all fell flat really easily. They got torn in half like it was
no,
nothing.
it's different because you can.
They got
understand.
split like tissue
I can
paper. All
also
your
come up
reasons
with
that you
with
gave are really
God
bad.
as well, yeah. I can also come with the God theory because they say that it's immoral because.
Yeah,
God
well,
is-
yeah. If you wanna go for the God argument because you got blown out on all the other arguments, you're welcome to.
No, it's okay. I can go because maybe it's probably easier because you can understand the other. I just gave you the 2 weeks. Two gay people
Yeah,
cannot
wait, and I
procreate,
gave you
it's
critiques of
immoral.
all the arguments. You can't answer
It's a
basic
critique of
questions
opinion,
about your
it's not a
argument.
critique of evidence. It's different. Try to understand the difference. And I'm
Yeah,
not
wait,
sure-
maybe
I'm
if you
sure
talk
that
faster,
knew-
nobody will
I'm
realize
sure
that you're
that
still
you
running
knew-
away from the argument.
But I'm sure that you knew in debating, but I can probably teach you. But what we are asking is the evidence for your counter argument, which does not really. I gave you a pretty specific.
Yeah, wait. So I'll just because you're clearly not tracking, so I'll just break down the argument. So you said it's wrong because they can't procreate. I ask you why that's wrong. You say that it's because the function of that the purpose of the organ is to procreate because that's what it was designed for. I reject this argument because I reject that it was designed.
It wasn't necessary. I gave you multiple examples. You want me to repeat?
Yeah, go for it. Wait, so the question that you're just trying to answer is why does it matter that they can't procreate? Why does that matter? Why do I
No,
care?
it matters because if you want to engage in sex, the sex is supposed to procreate.
Why?
Because it's supposed to procreate.
Why?
There's no why. That is supposed to.
Oh, so we have
There's no
so
why
you have a
because the word-
circular argument is what you have.
No, I gave you the answer.
No, it's a circular argument because you can't substantiate this point. You say that this is what sex is for, but when I push you harder on it, you have no answer.
You can go to the if you open, it's okay. If you open about
Yeah, so biology doesn't talk about purpose. Purpose is an existentialist word. It's a philosophy word.
No, it's not a philosophy word.
It is a philosophy word. You can just look up existentialism.
Is to push the spermatozoids into the V.
Yeah, it is so these organs have functions, but they don't have purpose. There's a difference
That's
between
exactly
function
the whole
and
purpose.
purpose.
That's the word we're
So
saying,
a
but it's
purpose
okay
is a
to
subjective thing. It's about
Something
ends
that
that
there's
you
something
use
else
things
that you
towards,
can
whereas a
do.
function is going to be just a descriptive fact about the biological component that my hands have the function of being able to close and open and close and open.
Yeah.
But they don't have that's not their purpose, that's their function.
Yes, absolutely. Which is why what I'm telling you is that if you understand that the whole purpose of the interaction and the action is for the whole spermatozoid, the whole action is to get the spermatozoid into.
I reject this purpose language related to biology. You need to give me a reason why there's a purpose to biology. Why does wait? But I'm asking you for a substantiation. So would you mind just informing me and the rest of the audience what's the argument for why there's purpose in our biology? I agree there's function. I don't agree that there's purpose.
Of course, yeah, but you can see it for yourself because the action itself leads to reproduction of life. If something that people cannot do, that's the argument. You have not come to.
Yeah, but I'm asking, why does that mean that that's purpose? Why does that mean that that's what you should use it for, and it's immoral to use it for anything other than that?
It's immoral because of reality states. The whole action.
Oh, because of reality. Why didn't I think of that? Because of reality. It's just immoral because of reality. Why is it in reality? Why is it the case that it's immoral?
If you cannot procreate life instead of adopting children, it's completely and utterly useless.
Yeah, lots of people can't procreate. That doesn't mean that forming relationships is wrong. So wait, do you think it's wrong to have sex as an infertile person?
I completely utterly destroyed you on this.
I agree, and I agree. We can grandstand instead of asking the question. Maybe if you mumble and mutter as quickly as you can into your microphone and declare victory, nobody will notice that you're not answering the question. So I'll just ask you the question again. Do you think it's immoral to have sex as an infertile person?
And even go to the Gati as well.
Wait, do you even remember what question I asked you? I just asked you it twice.
No, I was speaking.
Yeah.
You need to be quiet when I speak.
Gotcha.
That's a pretty good
I'm not
summary
gonna
of the
do that.
entire
Wait, because
conversation.
you probably don't know this, but your mic's like quiet as fuck, so I can just overtalk you. It's no big issue
Oh,
on
okay,
me.
but you need to be silent when I speak. But
I'm not gonna do that, bro. You're like the easiest pushover of my life. You think
It's
I'm,
okay. Ask the question, please.
bro? You're like the least intimidating person I've ever talked to.
No, clearly.
That's
what we
okay.
cannot see. It's okay.
Yeah.
Come on,
So the
Pinocchio.
question is just: do you think it's wrong for an infertile person to have sex?
Yes.
Really? So you think like so most women after the age of like 40
Yes.
can't reproduce. So you think it's wrong for them to have sex?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And do you think that we should ban this?
What you say?
Do you think we should ban this?
But it's a different conversation. That's banning.
Yeah. Wait. That's psychotic though. Why is it wrong?
When you ban, you involve illegal.
Why is it wrong for an
Why is it
infertile
wrong?
person to have
Because
sex? That's
Right.
insane.
I can explain to you. Oh no, this is an opinion. You're saying it's your personal opinion, which you cannot.
Yeah, wait. So it's
all
just going to be the opinion of every typical person that this is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Once again, argument, emotional.
There's not an emotional argument. I'm just pointing out that it's going to be a reductio ad absurdum. That your point has been reduced to absurdity. That nobody's going to accept this.
People, you cannot come up with a counter argument. It's okay, buddy. No problem.
Yeah, wait. The counter argument is that this is an absurdity, just on face of it. So the counter argument is just that two consenting adults can do what they want, and I agree. Wait, you think that I'm the one who sounds emotional right now? I'm calm as a cucumber, whereas you're freaking out. You're talking as fast as you can.
No, because you cannot.
You're quite scared right now, which is why you're talking so quickly.
No, you come up with a counter argument, which you cannot.
Yeah, I give you a counter argument already. You just weren't listening. So the counter argument is that two adults who are consenting can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they can do what they want. I'm not saying you cannot do. I'm saying it's immoral.
Yeah, that it's not wrong for them to do whatever they want as two consenting adults. So it's not wrong if these two consenting adults, say one infertile person and one non-infertile person just choose to reproduce.
I have a question, Luke. I would love to ask you a question. Can I please ask you a question?
No, he's too busy like,
No, I know. Jesus
Yeah, I'm
Christ.
just not trying to explain to you because you guys are
Okay, and anyway, all right. You're
Just
very
to make this
sassy.
clear,
You're being so
wait,
sassy right now.
Sam, your mic is just way louder than his. You can just talk over him, dead
Oh,
ass.
true. Okay. So, do you think that anything that leads to reproduction not happening is bad?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that revoking consent is immoral?
Revoking consent.
Yeah.
Define that.
Having sex and then saying in the middle of sex you don't want to have it anymore. Do you think that's immoral?
If you're gonna have sex without procreation, it's immoral.
But what if you like
What if
in
you
the middle
revoke
of sex
consent,
you
though?
decide that you actually don't want to go through with this, so you revoke consent and say, hey, never mind.
Once again, if you do that, it's immoral.
It's immoral to revoke consent?
So you think grape is more moral than revoking consent?
Do you think it's moral to stop a rapist?
I think it's moral if you do not rape nobody, which is perfect.
But is it immoral to stop a rapist?
Is it immoral to stop a rapist? No, of course not. If somebody's raping, you should
Yeah,
stop.
wait, but it's going to lead to reproduction. So under your view, what's the problem?
No, the problem is you are forcing somebody to do something they don't want to. That's immoral.
Yeah, wait,
No,
but
but
you
what about the baby though?
the
No, but
revoking
you're
consent
forcing
issue
somebody.
also. You
It's
already
okay,
said
but
that
you're
it's
forcing-
immoral to revoke
So you're saying
consent.
it's okay. Okay, that's different. You're saying it's okay to do it in feelings reproduction. That's what you guys are saying. That's
Well, no, that's what you said. We're just giving you the issues with this
but
view.
I just told you
and
it's
wait,
not.
you
I just told you
can't
it's
pull the
not.
flipperoo. So because you said the principle that it's good if it leads to reproduction. So now we're running the reductios on you, thinking that we're committed to your position is redonkulous. You're being a very silly Sally right now.
Nobody understands this thing, but it's okay. But I reject this idea. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So
Okay,
can
why do you
go
reject
back
this
to the
idea? It's
argument?
logically inconsistent
Can you
to
go
reject
back
it.
to the argument which you're losing completely? I already finished.
Well, no, you're already
Yeah, maybe
on
if you
the
posture
argument.
more, nobody will realize that you're not answering the question, that your view is an absurdity.
so all the
Except
questions-
they all can realize that your view is like literally ridiculous.
I don't worry about it. I completely destroy. That's why you're getting emotional. It's okay. Buddy.
Okay, but
Nobody's
do you
getting
think that
emotional.
revoking
You're
consent
quite
is
angry
immoral?
right
Yes
now.
or no?
Okay, Pinocchio. What was your answer, Barbie?
Do you think that first of all,
Bro's a
first of
weirdo.
all,
Well,
first of
what?
all,
What?
I would just love to point out
What?
that the fact that you
Yeah.
think that you have the moral high ground right now when you're calling
So-
me things that I never asked for is
Yeah,
crazy
and
work.
what? I don't give a fuck.
But you know what? We're just gonna
What?
move right along from that.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
don't
rest
give
of
a
us
fuck.
are just as uncomfortable as I
I
am
don't
right
give a
now.
fuck.
Yeah, the reason why Brooke doesn't
on.
think it's why Brooke thinks it's immoral to revoke consent is because he has a vested interest in that one.
Yeah,
that's what
I
you
don't
do.
think
That's
he
what
cares
you're
about
about.
consent, period. That's kind of what it's
Yeah.
giving.
No, that's what kind of
But
your thing. It's okay,
do
but
do
you
you
don't
think
understand.
that
It's okay,
revoking
Pinocchio.
consent is immoral, yes or no?
Revoking consent. Define that.
Yeah, I already did.
Again, friend again.
Okay. Fucking and then saying you don't want to fuck anymore in the middle of it.
Don't use that word because you can get banned. Say it again.
No, you can use the word
Ha-
fucking.
Yeah.
No, because you're gonna get banned. I'm just looking out for you, Barbie.
Well, you won't get banned for saying fuck.
Right, but the thing is, if you're gonna force somebody to have sex, that's bad.
Okay, but it's stopping reproduction.
But that's not my argument. Or you're hurting somebody.
Your argument is reproduction good, anything that's not reproduction bad, but this is stopping
Exactly. If
reproduction.
there's consent of the two parties.
Okay, so now consent is a requirement.
Yeah, of course, you're not gonna force somebody to yourself. That's ridiculous. Who you do this? You do
Yeah,
that?
wait. So you seem to, but
Unless
the
you're not
argument, the
involved,
reductio, and
that's-
it's clear that you're just not tracking it because you say
Not
that
really
anything
tracking.
that leads to like reproduction is good. That it's bad to have sex without it leading to reproduction. But the conclusion to that is going
Yeah,
to be that it
absolutely,
would
but you
be
need consent
bad
of
to
both,
revoke your
that's
consent
obvious.
in the middle of sex.
Yeah, no, but you have consent. You have consent of both. Of course, that's obvious. You don't even have to ask it. You just have consent of both. That's obvious.
Yeah, wait, but that's just inconsistent with the things that you seem to value.
Not inconsistent.
Because it seems like what you
That's
seem to
that makes sense
value
if you want me.
is well, wait, it's okay because I'm already tracking your argument like
No,
perfectly
you're not,
fine.
because you're already in the wrong place. But it's okay. I can destroy your game.
Yeah. Oh, and I agree that you can say that you. Do you think that you're destroying anything right now?
Yeah, of course, Pinocchio. What's up?
Yeah. Wait, do you think that like you've actually had like a good performance here? That anyone thinks that
Absolutely,
you've done well
Pinocchio.
here?
Absolutely, Pinocchio.
Gotcha. Wait. So, chat. Do we think he's doing well?
Yeah,
Drop a
absolutely.
1 if you think he's not doing well. If you think that he's embarrassed himself, drop a 1.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
Look at all those ones.
I'm still waiting for your counter argument, but you cannot already.
I've already
destroy
given
it.
you the counter argument. It's just that two consenting adults can do what they want with their own bodies. It's not going to be wrong.
I'm not saying that you cannot. I'm saying it's more because you cannot procreate.
Yeah, and I'm telling you that you're inconsistent in that insofar as you can't
No,
tell
you
me
cannot- you
why
cannot
that's
prove that
wrong.
inconsistent.
Why is that? Wait, but what's the wrong maker there? Why is that wrong?
Because the whole point of the action is related to the production.
Yeehaw! Whole point according to
Right,
who?
but Ian already
Thanks,
said that they
Amir.
reject this for the exact
Yeah,
reason
but you
they
rejected
explained
that's
earlier.
his opinion. You cannot prove it wrong.
Yeah, the whole argument is opinion. I don't know why we're acting
You're-
like
you're-
opinion.
Sure, then your
It
opinion.
is some
and
kind of
You're the one
like-
making the
So-
claim, though, so it's your burden
Yeah.
to prove the claim. You need to prove that these things have a
already
purpose or a
proved it.
point to
I already
them.
proved it.
So
I
go
already
ahead
proved
and prove that it is a
I
point to
just
it.
proved it. The whole point of the action is related to the production.
Yeah, wait. So okay, wait. So
Second,
I'm writing this down so we can just stay consistent. So
Yeah.
it has a point to it because of what?
Come on, Pinocchio. You have your pen.
Yeah.
You have your paper.
Yep.
You paying attention?
Yep.
Yeah. Good job, Pinocchio. Now ask me the question.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't listening. Gotcha. So you had to condescend because you weren't listening, and you want people to forget the fact that you weren't listening.
Come on, Pinocchio. Ask the question. I'm ready.
Gotcha. Oh, you're upset now.
Come on, Pinocchio. I'm ready.
We got an ad homing Adrian.
Indeed.
Booking it Brooke, if you
What's
will.
up?
I fucking hate you.
Come on, Pinocchio. Tell me.
Yeah. So I'm just looking for what's the argument that sex has a point, that it is
Oh,
like
you
a
want me to tell you
purpose.
again? Oh, it's okay. I'll tell you again.
Yeah.
The thing is, they cannot procreate. The whole action is reproduction and to get.
So wait. So that's not an answer to the question because the question is, what's
Ah,
the
you asked me the
argument
question,
that it
I
has a
gave you the answer.
purpose?
Yeah, I just
And
gave
you
the whole
said
purpose
that
is
well, it has a
reproduction.
purpose because they can't procreate. They
Yeah.
can't procreate isn't an answer to why does it have
It's
a
an answer.
purpose.
It
You
is
need to
an
give me a
answer.
warrant that
The whole
indicates that it has a
is
purpose.
the directive
Your
thing that all
argument is
humans
just
have.
incoherent. It's a non
The
sequitur.
thing is about the whole thing that all humans have this directive to have a relations with somebody. The whole
Not
action is the
lesbians.
reproduction of life.
Not lesbians.
Of course, that because they're not least to the reproduction of life.
Gotcha. Wait, so then you would just disagree with that insofar you would disagree with your own statement because you said all humans have this desire to reproduce and create life, but there's tons of straight people who
Of
don't
course,
want to
all
do that,
humans, all
and tons of
humans.
lesbians who don't want to do
All
that.
single humans, of course.
Yeah, perfect.
lesbian
Wait,
humans
so then
do
you just disagree with your own argument. Perfect. You're
No,
folded into a
lesbian is still
pretzel.
a human being. A lesbian is still a human being, but if she chooses to have sex with a man, then she can be able to procreate. Which is why I'm saying it's immoral for two lesbians to procreate because it's not possible. It's immoral.
Yeah, wait. So, but I'm still waiting because you contradicted your own argument. So now you need to give a new answer. So what's the argument for why there's a purpose? Because the argument you gave just twisted you into a pretzel.
I can speak a little bit more slow for you to understand. So it's really hard for you to comprehend this. But it's okay.
No, I comprehended it. Your argument just got torn in half really
If you
easily.
did comprehend, you wouldn't ask me to. But I can understand. Okay, my brother. And here's the thing: is all human beings have the ability to procreate. The fact that you're choosing not to, it's already.
Does an infertile person have the ability to procreate?
If that's a disease, that's a contradiction.
Oh, gotcha. Wait. So all humans have the ability to procreate except for the ones who don't, of course.
Of course, yeah, of course. That's a disease. You cannot do anything about it. But like you said,
gotcha. Wait. So do you want to take another stab at it? Because your first premise that all humans have the ability to procreate, that's not true.
When you go to school, people teach you that you have 5 fingers, but obviously there's some people that have all born with 4 fingers. You're not going to teach all humans are born with 4 fingers.
Okay, but the problem is you decided to use the word all. That's a you problem.
Which it's all biology books. They would teach you all humans have 5 fingers, but if somebody is born with 4 fingers, nobody going to use the exception as a rule.
I don't think that I think that they'd probably say generally all humans have 5 fingers. Could you find me in we could just pull up a biology textbook if you think that that's true?
Go back to the argument, Pinocchio.
But even aside from
you want to go back to the argument because you're getting
necessarily true. No, like if a biology textbook says that all humans have the ability to procreate, that doesn't mean it's true.
What the fuck? But like whatever. Pinocchio, keep talking.
Damn, you're rude as shit. Yeah. So we're just waiting for the argument still.
Yeah, just give it to you. You cannot procreate. The whole action is through reproduction. They do 2 gay people.
Yeah, but why is it wrong to not be able to procreate?
Because we've seen in biology, the whole action is through reproduction. You cannot reproduce because you're gay.
Yeah, but I'm just asking you, why is it wrong to not procreate?
I just gave you the reason because
so what you're not going to be able to overcome is something called the is-ought gap. So there's going to be a gap between all your claims about reality and all your claims about what should happen.
All you're doing is asking why, but you can keep going on.
Bro doesn't like questions. I know your view is very flimsy and it falls apart very easily, but unfortunately I like questions because I think it's good to get to the heart of it. And Brooke, I know you're getting really upset and you can't let me finish because you're getting really upset. But everyone sees you getting really upset, so it's just going to be in your best interest to take a deep breath. Calm down, bro. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It'll be okay.
Trying to explain to you.
Rockabye baby in the treetop.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the cut to argument.
Yeah.
So cut to argument because you're getting cut.
No. I'm still waiting for the warrant for your argument. It's your burden to prove it.
The argument. I just go multiple times. Just keep asking why because you have no.
Wait, one ontology is the right question. A ontology under whether we think it or believe it well. That's the right question. Any thought or dream whether there's there's your counter argument.
Still losing the debate in front of 1,000 people. Don't worry about it. Keep being destroyed.
Do you think anybody thinks you're doing well right now?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see I have supporters and everything. Of course.
Yeah. Wait. Drop a 1 if you think that he's embarrassed himself. Let's see how many supporters you have.
Yeah, I can see a bunch of 1s as well. See?
Yeah, a bunch of 1s if you think that you've embarrassed yourself.
You already have a big nose. You need to go buy also glasses or something because you cannot see as well. But let's go back to the argument before Barbie starts talking. Oh, you got afraid? Do you want something to add?
Nah, it's okay. I think I'm just gonna move on to the next one. No, it's okay. I mean, he's already humiliated himself.
Yeah. That was really odd.
Yeah, I think the worst part is he thinks he did well. That's really funny though.
I feel like I've never met someone with an ego that fragile.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, auction over for real. I was literally thinking that. Like, bro's a fucking auctioneer. Framework one ontology, paragraph name, ontology, ontology, whether we think it or will do after the ones that's a paragraph name that are right by the world, A, ontology, ontology, whether we think it or will do after those. Yeah, make sure you double tap it on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you want to support the stream, the Venmo is allegedly-ian, and the Cash App is just allegedly-ian. Make sure you're sharing it with your friends, dropping a follow to me and Sam.